The phone buzzed once on the kitchen counter. A single vibration that sliced through the quiet like a scalpel. I was elbow-deep in dishwater, sleeves rolled high, scrubbing the cast-iron skillet we'd bought on our honeymoon in Tuscany. The screen lit up with her name, Claire, and beneath it, a preview that stopped my heart cold. "Can't wait to see you tonight, babe. Wear the red tie." I dried my hands on the dish towel she'd embroidered with tiny lemons the year we moved into this house. My thumb hovered, then tapped. The thread unfolded like a confession. Claire. Dinner at Luciano's. 7 sharp. Him. Reservation under my name. Table in the back. Claire, miss your laugh. Him. Miss the way you lean in when you lie. I stared until the words blurred. The skillet slipped from my grip, clanged against the porcelain sink, and the sound ricocheted inside my skull. She walked in 20 minutes later, humming something tuneless, purse swinging. "Hey love. Smells like garlic in here. Did you start the bolognese?" I turned slowly. The phone was face down now, but my pulse hammered so loud I was sure she could hear it. "You're going out tonight?" "Just dinner with Sarah and the girls from yoga. Old friends." She kissed my cheek, quick, practiced. "Don't wait up. We'll probably gossip until the waiter kicks us out." The lie sat between us like a third person. I tasted metal. "Wear the blue dress," I said. "The one with the slit." Her eyes flicked to mine, surprised I'd noticed. "Sure. Blue it is." I watched her climb the stairs, each step measured. The same stairs we'd carried our newborn daughter up 8 years ago, when the hospital released us into a world that felt unbreakable. I followed an hour later. Luciano sat tucked between a vintage bookstore and a florist that closed at 6. I knew the place. We'd celebrated our 10th anniversary there. Split tiramisu under candlelight while Claire traced hearts in the condensation on her water glass. I parked across the street, engine off, windows cracked just enough to hear the city breathe. She arrived at 6:58. The blue dress hugged her hips the way it always had, but the laugh she gave the valet was new, higher, looser, the sound she used to save for me after 2 glasses of wine. He was already at the table. Mark. I'd met him once years ago, at a company picnic Claire swore she'd rather skip. Tall, easy grin, the kind of man who remembered your name and your weaknesses in the same breath. He stood when she approached, pulled out her chair, brushed a knuckle along her jaw like he'd done it 1,000 times. I couldn't hear them, but I didn't need to. Her shoulders relaxed the way they hadn't in months. She touched his wrist when she laughed. He refilled her wine before the glass was empty. My phone buzzed in my pocket. "Claire, having fun? Home by 10. I typed back, "Take your time." Then I turned the phone face down on the passenger seat and waited. They left at 9:47. His hand rested at the small of her back, guiding her through the door. The valet brought his car. A silver Audi I didn't recognize. Claire slid into the passenger seat without looking back. I followed at a distance, headlights off until we hit the highway. 20 minutes later, the Audi turned into the drive of the Marriott by the airport. Not our side of town. Not yoga girls. I parked 2 rows back, killed the engine. Watched them walk inside, her arm looped through his, head tilted toward his shoulder. The automatic doors swallowed them. I sat in the dark until the dashboard clock read 11:03. Then I drove home. The house was silent, the skillet still in the sink, water long gone cold. I poured a bourbon, neat, and stood at the kitchen island where we danced to Sinatra after too much Chianti. The lemons on the dish towel looked suddenly childish. Claire slipped in at 11:47. I heard the soft click of the deadbolt, the rustle of her purse hitting the console table. She froze when she saw me. "You're up," she said. "Couldn't sleep." I lifted the glass. "How was dinner?" "Fine." Loud. "You know how Sarah gets." She kicked off her heels, one then the other. "I'm exhausted." I nodded toward the stairs. "Blue dress looks good on you." She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. "Thanks, babe." Upstairs she showered. I listened to the water run. Imagined it washing away lipstick and lies. When she crawled into bed, she smelled like hotel soap and someone else's cologne. She curled against my back, arm draped over my waist the way she had every night for 14 years. "Love you," she murmured into my shoulder blade. I stared at the wall. "Love you too." Sleep didn't come. At 3:12 a.m., I eased out of bed, padded downstairs. Her phone sat charging on the counter face down. I entered the passcode, our daughter's birthday, and opened the messages. The thread with Mark went back 8 months. Miss you already. That thing you do with your tongue, Jesus. Tell him you're at book club. Can't wait to have you again. I scrolled until my thumb cramped. Photos. A selfie of them in bed, sheets tangled, her wedding ring glinting on the nightstand. A voice note, her laughing breathless, saying his name like a prayer. I forwarded everything to my email, then deleted the evidence. Upstairs I packed a bag. 2 suits, 3 shirts, the photo of us at Niagara Falls where she's kissing my cheek and I'm grinning like the luckiest bastard alive. I left the ring on the dresser. Dawn bled pink across the kitchen when she found the note. Claire. It was just dinner. Then it was just the end of us. David. I was halfway to my sister's in Portland when my phone lit up. Claire. Where are you? Claire, answer me. Claire, this isn't funny. Claire, I can explain. I pulled over at a rest stop, watched Semi's thunder past. The last message came through at 7:04 a.m. Claire, I'm sorry. I love you. Please come home. I stared at the screen until the letters stopped making sense. Then I turned the phone off, tossed it into the glove box, and merged back onto the highway. The road stretched ahead, endless and gray, the way trust used to feel. Solid, certain, unbreakable. Now it was just asphalt and white lines, disappearing behind me 1 mile at a time.